Shalom Elohim. Peace be upon you. Hallelujah. All praises to the Most High Yahuwah through His Son Yahushua HaMashiach. It's your brother UncleK, and we're back with another one. I hope you're having a Baruch day, and I hope right now you have a sound mind and a sound heart. Now, before we get into the content, like the content, share the content, and comment down below. And if you're not a supporter, then become a supporter right now. I just advise you to tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. So let's get into it. A set-apart man, he must be wise about the decisions he makes. Because we know that it's not wise for a man to spend his years alone, to have a helpmeet in his life. More importantly, the Kodesh man to have a set-apart wife. It's very important. We know that's important because the Most High highly approves of it. But you see, the worldly man, he makes the wrong decisions all the time. And he falls into situations with certain women that take everything from him. You see, when you start spending time with yourself, you will want somebody that's after your mind and after your heart. Not someone that's after the world, not someone that wants to go out nonstop, want to talk about the world, want to go eat out every day, want to go shopping every day, want to gossip every day, that want to go to the party every day, that just want to go to a function every day. When you set apart, you don't got time for that. But when you in the world, you got time for that. Oh yeah, you got time for that. You feel like you doing something. As long as you're able to leave your house and go somewhere and to have a time, have an experience, you feel like you're on top of the world. But listen, that's why a lot of men, they look in the way they look because they sign up. Right? They sign up with the wrong woman. And you see, the thing about these women, these worldly women, is that they will take everything from you. And they can make you lose a lot. Right? They'll stay with you to keep taking, and never giving back. Because they're not bringing any peace. And then once they done with you, that's when they're gonna start making you go crazy. A lot of men done lost their lives fighting over a woman. A lot of men done broke down emotionally because of a woman. A lot of men done spent time in jail because of a woman. Lost that job, lost that house, lost that car. And now he trying to stay with a friend because he done lost everything. And that scripture says a wicked woman will leave you to a piece of bread, man. And that's not a metaphor, that's a fact. You could take it as a metaphor as well too, because spiritually, you're just gonna have a little piece of bread too. You know that everything starts off spiritually. So that little piece of bread that you got spiritually, you're going to have a little piece of bread physically too. I'm speaking to the man that want to be set apart as well too. The man that wants to adapt holistic, righteous practices, but his mindset is still in the world. He's still worried about how people perceive him. He's still worrying about how attractive he is amongst women, to the point where he will backslide and fall right back into iniquity because he's chasing after something when he doesn't even know himself fully. You see, a true way to know yourself is through Yahushua HaMashiach. Because no way by you abstaining from sex and holding on to your life essence, that's only a crumb of it. That's only a crumb, right? You got to make sure that you really doing that inner introspection. You really got to be talking to the Most High, fasting with the Most High to get that understanding, to get that revelation. You must have Yahushua HaMashiach as your head, because that is your identity. That's why it's your head. The Father can't identify you as one of His without the Son on your head. And when you have the Son on your head, that's when you could recollect everything about yourself. You remember who you are. You know who you are. Because it's something that we must recognize, that we are born and shaped in iniquity when we come into the world. So you're going to have to really turn from your ways. It doesn't matter if you didn't have a child out of wedlock. That child, he's going to have to grow up to realize that he's in a world full of iniquity. And if you come into the world, you got to get born again. So you have to adopt that head. You're going to have to turn from your ways, right? We all stumble and fall. No, not one is righteous that did not commit sin. So when you realize that and you know that, you got to dig it much deeper. It's much deeper. And you give all praises to the Most High for even having a reproductive system, because it ain't yours. If this body ain't yours, then that seed ain't yours either. Gotta realize that. So when a lot of men, they holding on to their essence, they immediately want to give it to a woman. As soon as she give him a little eye, you know, a little body language, a little suggestion, he feel like now he got options. But he didn't have options before, right? See how that work, right? A lot of men become lovers of themselves. That's why it's something to be Kodesh and something to not want to be set apart, but want to live righteous, holistic practices. That's why you really got to check yourself. You really have to. You really have to. Whenever I come out here to deliver a message, I'm not out here trying to make you comfortable. I'm trying to make you realize something. I bring uncomfortability to the situation. Because the Most High, He would rather make you uncomfortable to get your mind right, to speak to you sweet words. We say that sweet word stuff for the wicked woman that likes to talk with honey on her lips. That's why the set apart man, he got to make sure that his head on right, because this man, he really wants to help me. And you got to make sure that you testing these spirits by the spirit. You got to test that ruach by the ruach. Not everyone is for you. Not everyone is for you. That's why it's highly recommended that a man has one wife, because only one woman is going to treat you like that. Only one woman is going to treat you like a king. That's going to be after your mind, after your heart. Right? It's like saying that multiple women in this world could showcase you the same love that your mother has given you. That's impossible. Because your mother brought you into this world. You were in her womb for 9 months. No other woman has done that. See, the Most High, He ordained things to be that way. If you don't have a set-apart wife right now, you got to keep going until that set-apart woman come your way, because there's only one for you. It's not 1,000. Right? You're not trying to have your heart turned away from the Most High, because once you start trying to be around a lot of different women, your heart can get turned away. You can start thinking a lot of vain thoughts, a lot of unclean thoughts. And you're not trying to go into the same bracket as a worldly man. You're not trying to slide into his mechanisms. Right? If you're trying to be set apart fully. Be Kodesh fully. Right? Don't try to be Kodesh just for a season. You're like, you know what? This sounds real good. I'm going to do it. And then when things get hard, I'm going to fall and backslide and just fall right into wickedness for a few, and then try to come back. That's not how it works, but the Most High, He has mercy and grace. You just need to know where you're really trying to be at and remove them strongholds if you have strongholds on your life. But a worldly woman, she's gonna steer you in the wrong direction. A lot of men done been in a lot of tough situations because of a woman. A lot of men done took a lot of women out too because she was stressing him out. He couldn't take it no more, so he took her out. A lot of men doing time right now just for that too. What's even worse too is a lot of men are staying with these women and they doing time for life. They doing life without parole. You don't want to do life without parole just because you want to receive some pleasure from this woman, and you gonna do what it takes to keep it up. You gonna make sure that you go chase after that money, chase after them possessions just to make her satisfied, so she could take care of you in that sexual department. But you don't feel full. When she do that, you don't feel full. You don't feel satisfied. You don't feel like you done ate an amazing home-cooked meal, because it's not real love. It's not real Kodesh. And a man, his heart could get twisted if a woman comes at him with false love. Right, because a lot of women could come at you with that flattery like they love you and they care for you. Very manipulative. Very. Come at you with that false love like they care about you, but they a slithering serpent in the background. I'm telling y'all, man. You gotta take your time. You can't be out here rushing things. No matter how long it's gonna be, wait on that woman. It says when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. That means you gotta search. That means you gotta test. You gotta see it when it comes to you. Because you get tested a lot too. Remember, the Most High, he tests you. He does not tempt you. So it's not saying that he's gonna bring a adulterous woman your way to try to bring you into fornication. That's not how he do it though. That's not how he do it. He does it in the most righteous way possible. Right? He'll bring a woman that ain't gonna really tempt you that much, but she gonna probably she could probably give the impression that she's ready to help, but then you gotta test her. Right? You gotta test her to see if she's really on this walk, because when you Kodesh, even when you Kodesh to the max, and you're not even trying to backslide, there's gonna be a lot of women that will come your way that wants to get that edification, that wants to get transformed. But you see, it's a lot of pain that they done went through, a lot of pain that they done been through, and a lot of pain that they're still holding on to. So sometimes that woman can't really take that love that you got right now, because she really needs some deep healing. It be like that. It be like that sometimes. A woman could have been so shattered that she has no clarity on what love is right now until she seeks that for herself. Right? Women gotta seek the Most High just as much as a man gotta seek the Most High. There's not a big difference right there. You know what I mean? And when you a man, you masculine, you Kodesh, you come with that healing. So that's why you really gotta test to see if the woman is ready to drop whatever that she went through in the past to get over it, and now to see things much clearer. Because us as men, we're able to bring that to the woman, especially if we live in a righteous life. Right? We can bring that to the woman, bring her clarity. Because when she start getting that clarity, then her life start getting better. Her emotions start getting better. If a man don't know how to bring emotional stability to a woman, then he's not ready. He's not ready. Because the woman is the rib. You gotta know how to tame that. You gotta know how to calm that down. You the lion, right? You the lion, so she a lioness. You gotta know how to purr that down. You gotta know how to calm that down. When that water boiling, you gotta know how to, blow it real easily so it could cool down a little bit, and then you could take that sip. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of men in this world, they only run after a woman because of her looks, because of her beauty, because of what kind of pleasure she could give. And a lot of women are perceiving themselves like that. So it's pretty easy for you to navigate these days as well too. Because I know a lot of us men, we don't want a woman that look broad. We want a woman that is looking Kodesh and being Kodesh. Because we know things will be very blessed. Things will be very balanced. On both sides, there's self-control. On both sides, you come together and y'all have agreements. All right, y'all both get into the word. Y'all get edified and it bring a lot of peace to the situation. It's the same way how you gotta honor your mother and honor your father. So your years could be extended. The Most High could add more life unto you. That's what a set apart woman is for. She can add some years unto you. Add peace unto you. Not stress. Not frustration. Right? Putting you through a lot of tight situations. You know, even worse. You know, a lot of men, you know, they scared of women, you know. They scared of women, but they stare at women all day on the cell phones. Stare at a woman all day on the phones. You know what I'm saying? Just worshiping a woman on the phone all day long. But he's scared of a woman, though. That's why the Most High be looking, man, and a lot of men can't receive women because, you know, they doing things just out of whack. How could you receive a woman and you just staring at women on the phone? That's why a lot of men, they get scared when a woman walk by. When a worldly woman walk by and she got her body out, right? You set apart amongst of a lot of other men that's in this world. You look very calm and poised. Imagine y'all on a train or something like that. Some strange woman come on there with a full bodysuit on, right? Want everybody to see everything. You just minding your business. You real calm. You relaxed. You real peaceful. You see a lot of other men, you know, they just real frantic. They necks start twisting. They start itching. They start looking at the ground. Keep looking at her, but looking at the ground, and they just can't sit still. They not relaxed. Brings so much anxiety to them when a lot of these women come into the midst of them. But in the same breath, they want to lust after these women on the phones. You know, and that happens to the man that want to be on these holistic lifestyle practices, but then want to backslide. That happens too. Because why is this man practicing abstinence? Right? If he don't want to be set apart, why is he practicing abstinence if he want to go back to iniquity and want to watch women all day long and then, you know, want to tell the men, oh, guys, this happened. I'm trying to get back up. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of odd. It is kind of odd. When you look at it from that perspective, it's kind of odd. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of men is dealing with a lot of anxiety, right? And a lot of women is bringing anxiety to these men because they're not stable in their ways. They're not stable in their minds. And if you're not stable in your mind, you're not stable in your heart. Because the Most High gives you over to the desires of your heart, not your mind. Right? So where you want to be at, who you are is in your heart, right? So you see the heart and the mind got a very deep connection. Right? If you look at the science, the heart and the mind has a very deep connection. That's why the Most High uses those two as a metaphor a lot. You know, so a man thinketh, right? So is he, right? So you see when you think, so is he. Now you see the heart, you have desires. So you see how both of them are connected, right? Your brain has blood, right? Your brain needs blood flow. Your brain has blood in there. Where does the blood come from? What needs to pump to circulate blood through the whole body? Your heart. So you see how important the heart is. You have to check your heart. And if your heart is in the right space, then things around you gonna be in the right space. You gonna be in the right space. You're not gonna be in so many tough situations where you just going wrong all the time. You're gonna make the right decisions. You're gonna be patient with certain things. You're gonna be slow to speak, right? Swift to hear, slow to wrath. You're not gonna be out here anxious. You're not gonna be out here, even if you gotta do some work on your phone and you gotta sit down and do something, probably do a module from your job or something like that. You're not feeling no temptation. You're not feeling no idleness because your brain is always active. If your heart is in the right space, it's pumping blood to your brain, and you constantly thinking about things that is healthy and edifying to you. Right? So a lot of times, if the man heart is not right, he's always falling into so many temptations. And we do fall into temptations on a regular, but it's not always lust. It's always something else. It's always character. It's always how people may want to treat somebody that's set apart. That's why you really gotta check yourself. That's why it says, you're gonna fall into diverse temptations, but have joy. So you gonna have joy in your heart. It's just a temptation. It doesn't mean that you have to react to that temptation. You could be very calm as long as your heart is in the right space. And that's gonna align you as well too with the woman that you choose to be with. If your heart is not in the right space, you're gonna choose a woman that's real worldly, a woman that's real provocative in her ways, a woman that is just heavily into harlotry and pleasure and just a fast life. So if you want to slow things down, you really got to check yourself, for real. I think this message is going to be very edifying to y'all, man. Because a lot of men fall into a lot of tough situations because they don't take their time. I know a lot of men too that want to be set apart. They get into a point where they start hitting a wall. And then a woman may come around and just make them feel good for a little minute, maybe 2 to 3 months. And then now she's gone. That's why the man, he not supposed to be out here trying to chase intercourse with a woman. You got to take your time. When y'all get married, that's when y'all have intercourse. A lot of men, they like, you know what? I'm going to be on semen retention, right? I'm going to live a chaste life for a little minute. And then once a woman showcases that she's interested, then I'm gonna have intercourse with her. That's not what you're supposed to do, right? That's a deep inner connection right there. Once you do that, and if you're not established spiritually and mentally, why take that step physically? It don't make sense. So you gotta take your time, get your heart right. When you get your heart right, you get your mind right. I hope you've been edified. Shalom Aleichem. Peace be upon you. Hallelujah. All praises to the Most High Yahuwah through His Son Yahushua HaMashiach. It's your brother UncleK. I'm glad y'all tapped into another one. Like, share, comment down below, and if you're not a supporter, become a supporter right now. I just advise you to tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Continue to keep a sound mind and a sound heart. And I'll see you soon, Most High willing. But for now, peace.